Time to work on our stairs for our entryway. We have the one slab right here, right in front of us. We actually want two slabs right here. That will then give us access to where we're going to put the stairs in both directions. So we need to come down with a set of stairs to give us entry down here into the front of the build. I'm going to fill in under the stairs with these bricks, and on the front here we're going to want the stairs to go up to the front door. 1, 2. So if you're coming off the street, you've got 2 brick blocks and then 2 stair blocks going up, and off this second block here we have the stairs going down to give you entry into the house below. We are of course going to need to replace the blocks here with the red brick blocks so that the front of the house looks well supported and a safe structure in order to be able to utilise this area down here. There, that looks much better, and now you've got a little area down here. You could build a small shed-like area for storage down here. You could potentially even extend and put in another small room at the front of the house if you wished in this area, or you can just leave it open for utilisation as a yard area. I think down here we could really use it being changed into the slab structure, so you could use the slabs or the smooth stone because they actually have the same look, so it might be easier to change it into the smooth stone because you then don't have to worry about where you place in the slab, and it does give you the same curb appeal. So we'll quickly swap these out. One right there, and then we can put in our door at the junction between the dark oak and the slabs, and that is the downstairs section entryway finished. We now need to go in here for the front door. I'd like again to put in the smooth stone for the door entryway, and we'll pop our door right here on the junction between the dark oak and the stone. You will need to light up the inside of the building in order to be able to see. And you are going to need stairs going up and down, and doors of course into all of your rooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then from the back 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will need to pop some light in the rooms. And then of course you can decorate in any way that you like in the interior of your building, and I will show you what I do with them later at the end of the build. And you want to pop in your doors in each of the spaces for your rooms, and you don't want to do that on all of the floors. Just pop in a door into each of the rooms so that you have the access. For the interior, I'm going to use the nether brick stairs to put in the interior stairs. I'd like to come 1, 2, 3 away from the door before we start. 1, 2, 3, And then I'd like to put in the stairs going upwards across to the next floor. I'm going to have to knock out a few blocks in order to place the stairs. And again, we're going to want to put in a little bit of light so that we can see what we do. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Knock out our doors. I still need some light in the rooms and our doors to go into the buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put in a door and add in some light. And then we're going to also want to go up to the next floor. So I'd like to leave a couple of spaces before going up again. I'm going to have to move that one because it's in the way. Oh no, we don't need to go up anymore. That is the roof. We don't... Silly girl. We don't need to go up further, do we? Because that is the roof. There we go. So that gives us the access there. I suppose you could put a roof terrace in and put in the extra layer, but we didn't need to. On the interior here, where we have the stairs, I also want to put in a wall to prevent people from falling off the stairs. So you go up the stairs and you have the wall going up the building. I'm going to extend that all the way to the roof. Like so. We are going to need a little bit more light in here, but obviously you can do that later and then decide how much light you're actually going to want in the build. There we go, we have access up and down. There we go. You can decide whether you want to make this, leave this, I think we should leave that the brown so that it matches there. So on this floor at the top we're going to have 2 bedrooms. On this ground floor we'll have a sitting room and a dining room probably, and then we will need access down into the basement as well. So if we put that under this set of stairs here, and then down in the basement you can have the kitchen and a second room which could be a hobby room or a study or a library, whatever you would like to have in your house. We'll pop in the stairs here, and then we want to extend the stairs, the wall for the stairs down here again, all the way across and down so that the stairs are safely partitioned off so no one can fall off them. Just like so, and you can here you could have a little cupboard or you can just completely partition it off like so. And again we're going to want doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. to our ground floor area and up here. So we have all the interior floors in, we have the stairs in to all the levels, we've partitioned off all the rooms, we have our roof. All we need to do now is fancy up the front with our windows. And I think the easiest way to decide where the windows are going to go is to go inside the building. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 across the front. That's perfect. We have an odd number of blocks, so what we need now is some glass. Let's take the clear glass to pop into our windows. So what I would like to do is knock out all 4 blocks top to bottom on every other row between the floor and the ceiling. At the bottom, at bottom and top of all the windows, I want to use the smooth stone to make lintels for the windows, and then I want to add the add the glass pane into the gaps between them, like so. And then if we go to the back room, I want to do exactly the same. So knock out every other row along the wall. Oops, no, not that one, this one right there. Use the smooth stone to put lintels in the top and bottom of the windows, and use the clear glass pane in the 2 gaps to make the windows. Go up to the top floor and do the same. Every other row to be knocked out to add the windows, so we get lots and lots of light, and the windows become an architectural feature of the building. Add the stone top and bottom and the clear glass pane in the 2 gaps in between each of the stones. Knock out a row every other column. Add the smooth stone top and bottom for lintels and sills, or whichever you would prefer to call them, lintels or sills, and add the clear glass in between. You can also add a window in the stair column as well, to add a little bit of light into where you're adding the stairs at the top and the bottom, just like you did in all of the other rooms, with the smooth stone at the top and bottom for the window sills or the window lintels. You can do that in the back of the ground floor as well, but you can't do that at the front because that is where your door is, and there wouldn't be space for both. And then we also need to add them. Let's come a little bit further away from the building so you can see what we have so far. So that now gives us a much more characterful building just by adding a few windows. And there is the back of the building. I rather like that. Now the ground floor goes into the building, so you can't put the full length windows in, but what you can do is underneath these rows of windows knock out a block right where we meet, just right above where we meet the ground, just like so. right in line with where all of the other windows are, and you can then put glass just in, oops, if the grass isn't in your way, you can put the glass pane just in a row like so. And that is the back of our building. You can see that clearly, like that. If we come round to the front, because the front of the house is actually all knocked out, we have space to actually add the windows. So we can add the windows in this front room just as we did higher up the building. So we can knock out every other row, use the smooth stone for the lintels or window sills at the top and the bottom of all the windows, and add the glass into the two gaps here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, gives us our beautiful brownstone building. There's just one more little thing to add. Let's close the door so we get the full effect. Around the sides here, to stop people falling off from the street into your front garden, you're going to need a little bit of a fence. What I'd like to do is grab the stone bricks, and where your stairs are, I'd like to bring that up by 2 along this side here, so that you can see it's in line with halfway up the door. Here I'd like to raise this up by 2, and then I'd like to do the same along this edge, raise up this wall by 2. On top of each of these rows I would like to add the slab, just to add a little bit of character to the design. Along the front, what I would like to do is add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's think 11. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that will work. So if we leave a gap of 3 and then place 2 slabs, then a gap of 3 and then 2 blocks, and then on top of those 2 slabs we place the stone, and in between them we use the iron bars to make a railing along the front of the build, just like so. So 2 rows, if we can place it, 2 rows of the iron railings for safety. And that's the final one, and that is the build completed. Keep getting that overhang of the other building. Right, there we go. And that is the front of our building. If we come up, you can see looking down into the area there. And there we go. Hope you've enjoyed our brownstone building for today. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!